everybody, and welcome back to what will be the fifth and final video on the 210-4 build. There are still a couple things left to do. Most obviously, I got to get a coil load in there, and I got to put the headlight lens in, which I also can steal from the b&le donor locomotive. It fits in there perfectly to pop the headlight lens out of the donor unit. I just need to get some canopy glue or something to stick it in there. So let's just do some quick walkthrough what I've done. I did obviously go ahead and get it painted. This is a Tamiya NATO Black. It's about 50-50 thinned with isopropyl alcohol. And then I was talking about doing the smoke box just a darker black. I got talked out of that. Kind of glad people talked me out of it. I think it looks good. That is a Tamiya IGN gray. Sorry, IJN gray, Imperial Japanese Navy gray. And then I came back and just hand painted the headlight with the Tamiya black, and then I kind of hand paint the piping over the firebox and stuff. Went ahead and decaled it, flat or clear coated it, and then just came back with that same NATO black and just kind of did some light weathering, toned down the grays, and hit the drive gear while it was running on the stand, along with the Rapido trucks, just to kind of tie it all together. And then the only other thing is the bell. I just went in with a small jeweler's screwdriver, scraped the paint off of it to expose the bare brass, and just hit it with a little bit of red paint up on the inside of the bell. So yeah, so there it is. I also did change the whistle to a different 5-chime. I think it's a little more mellow. I like it. I think I like that a little bit better. Sitting here with one of my wood cabooses, and we're sitting at KO, so I thought, what the heck? Let's caboose hop light into Greenville, maybe take a spin on the turntable, hook onto a coal train, and see this thing run a little bit, all painted up. So here we are. Go ahead and throw the crossover. We'll give our brakeman a chance to close the switch behind us and open this switch leading into the engine terminal. And it looks like a manifest train with some of those new F units is sitting here waiting for us. go ahead and stop here. I'll have to just drop our caboose here since not really set up for ops right now. We're just shaking the grates over the ash pit. And if you're new to the channel, the whole Greenville terminal here was something I've been covering on my last few videos. And of course, in the roundhouse there you can see some of the 600 series sisters that'll eventually get the same treatment this one's got. I like how this is looking right now. It looks sooty and like it's been working. I like it. The turntable itself is the Walther's 110 foot turntable, and we'll see if I can get this right. To turn us around and onto the Outbound track. This turntable works really good unless you haven't used it a lot lately. And I find the same thing to be true with the transfer table. They like to be used. The only time I have problems with them is when they've sat for a while, and I haven't used the turntable in a while. Alright, so before we head out here, you can see the booster pipe exhaust I added on this side, and of course the whole 3D printed front, making it correct for the Bessemer. Stop here and take some water. I'm thinking about changing that water tank out for one of the Broadway ones with the spout that actually comes down. I think it just might be fun. Go ahead and start pulling away from the coaling tower. Of course, you can see the fire flicker in there. Really like how that turned out. The headlight is bright, but it looks brighter on the camera than it does in real life. Not sure why that is. Must just be something to do with the frame rate or some other photography thing I don't understand. Alright. Alright. We just hooked on to a string of 24 cars of coal. feel like I can almost smell the coal smoke. I always thought the true test of a locomotive was how smooth it could run slow. Happy to be doing that here today. We'll see if we can make this move without incident. Looks like we got it. Caboose is also brass. I think it's a Oriental model. It's a B&le i5 caboose. It's very, very close to being exactly right for the Bessemer wood cabooses. Close enough that I'm not going to worry about the differences. Just let our conductor jump off here and close that switch. And we'll go ahead and close that switch. All right. We are all closed up, trains assembled. Let's go ahead and make our run to Conneaut. right. So, for anyone that's been watching since episode 1 of this build and following along, thank you. It's always interesting to me what does and doesn't get views. And yeah, not a lot of people have been watching this build compared to some of my other videos. And that's okay. It's not what I do the channel for. I do this mostly as a record to myself, and if people like to follow along, that's cool. But I thought this was a pretty interesting build. I had a lot of fun doing it. Looking forward to doing the next one. You know, this was all experimental, so kind of looking forward to see how much easier the next one goes, or if I just got lucky this time. And I guess we'll find out. When I'll get to starting working on the next one, I'm not super sure. I've kind of got an itch to build some switches right now, so I might start working on Shenango interchange. And just watch this engine run for a little bit and kind of enjoy it. But anyway, I'm super happy having a very functional, very runnable Bessemer 210-4 on the layout. That's just awesome. This is definitely the realization of some dreams, and yeah, I just can't wait to replicate it, because boy, the next thing I'm already dreaming about is, you know, having that Allegheny River Bridge built and seeing a pair of these double heading across it. I think that'll just be the cat's meow. So, all right, hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope this was fun to watch, or inspirational, or anything else for anybody out there. All right, catch you guys next time.